How's everybody doing out there? This is the real Black Effect. I want to start doing movie reviews. We're gonna call this Black Effect Leaving the Theater. I'm gonna review the Venom film. The Venom 3 is what you can call it, but it's called the Venom The Last Dance. That movie there, and again, this is gonna be reviews from a black man's perspective for black people. I think we kind of all have similar tastes. If the movie is bad or it's bad, if it's good, it's good. But there's just not many people who we need our own perspective on films, because we have our like I said, our own taste. But Venom, the film here, I definitely would give this movie a 3 out of 10. And for one, Venom should have been rated R a long time ago. If you're a fan of the comic books, and even in the continuity of Spider-Man, where it's of course it's superhero, it's a comic. Venom took Spider-Man. Like, Spider-Man's usually sunny and bubbly, but Venom was the antagonist, the perfect antagonist to Spider-Man, because he was dark. Venom, I remember the arcade game, Spider-Man arcade game that came out, where Venom, like that when he came, that boss fight, it was warning. When he was on the, I'm gonna put a clip of that here, when he was coming, introducing him as the boss, and he was coming out of that trailer, and he broke out of the symbiote got into him, and he broke out of the glass, and he was saying he was gonna eat your brains. That's the Venom, like, that scared me as a kid. This Venom here is not scary. He never was. Not from the first one, all the way till now. Now, don't get me wrong, the first movie was decent. The first movie had people, like, wet people's beak, had them thinking that they were gonna be able to pull this off, and as it progressed, they would get it right. By this time, you would think that would have happened, but it actually got worse. I didn't think that it could get any worse from the second film, to where they ruined Carnage. If you wasn't gonna take Venom dark, the second film should have been rated R. And you should have. And Woody Harrelson was so hokey. When he put on the symbiote, that Carnage, like, okay, I could get with the person who spoke for Carnage when he was in the symbiote, and how the character that he played, like, his character was darker in the symbiote, but still, Cletus Cassidy was a murderer, was a heartless, cold murderer, trying to make him some lover boy and some corny, hokey ginger that, who was chasing after his girl, who had powers that neutralized the symbiote. It was very stupid, and the CG sucked. But this movie, you would have thought that it couldn't have got any more hokey, any more worse, but it did. And the villain in this film, like, now we can get to some of the spoilers here, but you already knew this. You knew that the villain was Null. Null is the supposedly the creator of the symbiotes. He's an alien being, or like a god being, somewhat of character like a demon. But he sent these xenophages out to basically get the key that would get him from his planet, because they gave this whole exposition, this quick exposition in the beginning of the film, introducing the character. He was narrating, Noel was narrating, saying that the symbiotes locked him up. The symbiotes rebelled against him and locked him in that planet, so he needed some key to get out. The key is in Venom and Eddie Brock, because they've merged perfectly together. Make no sense. That made no sense now. I don't understand this. That's why you just wanted to make it a reason for you to have to chase him. In this film, there's other symbiotes. There's a semi-cool scene where the female symbiote is, housing, basically helping Eddie Brock and attacking the xenophages. Those xenophages are those four-legged monsters. Now, who cares about them? Those things are weak. They look, but they make them seem like they're some OP world beaters and world eaters, but they look weak. They get destroyed, and they're somehow able to bring themselves back together like the symbiote. It doesn't look well. For one, they don't look good visually. They're not appealing. I would have loved to see some more humanoid creatures going against the symbiotes, and the fighting is always blobby. They never can get it right. And you would have thought that they would have introduced Spider-Man here by now, but they still have it in this alternate universe. And like I said, Eddie and Venom, that relationship is just getting corny, because Venom, Venom is supposed to be a scary character, a dark character, not some joking frat boy who always, they try to put emotion into this film at the end, like you're supposed to miss Venom. But it's like, bruh, this movie was so terrible, you don't even feel any of the emotion. Only time you saw Noel's face is in the post-credit scenes. That's because they trying to sell you on something. Like this, that's what they want to do. They know this movie was lackluster, and they want to try to keep you hooked and sell you on seeing Noel. Like, man, you gonna make me watch these films on bootleg. That's it. Like, I'm not gonna give you any more money if you just to see stuff like this. This was not even worth it, man. Like, I knew it wasn't gonna be that good. That's why it took me so long to watch it. I didn't just run to the theaters, and run to watch this movie. I didn't do that. But yeah, it definitely disappointed me. I was not a fan, like I said, of any of the other characters. The doctors, it was one doctor who lost her brother by getting struck by lightning. That's how he died, and she's now obsessed with aliens. They had some other character who had a family, and he was some tinfoil hat wearing guy who, the aliens are coming. I wasn't into that. Even the character of the played by, I don't even want to mispronounce this guy's name, but he played Mordo in he's the black guy, the black general. He plays Rex Strickland in this film, and he also played Mordo in Doctor Strange. So you saw him in 2 Marvel movies playing 2 different characters. This is why I hate the multiverse crap. Same thing with Robert Downey Jr., who's Iron Man, and now he's all of a sudden Doctor Doom. What is Marvel thinking? I see why a lot of people, like my brother and a lot of people, saying they're just done with Marvel. They're done. They don't even want to see any of these movies. He didn't even watch this movie. But yeah, that guy there, he wasn't, Chiwetel, I guess is his name. He wasn't that much of a polarizing character, of a diverse character. He only had one trope. I hate aliens, and I hate them with a passion. I want to kill him. That's it. He had like a small story arc, but for the most part, like I said, this film it gets a 3 out of 10 from me, and yeah, that I wouldn't advise. You can wait. You could definitely wait for this to, if you want to check it out, you can wait for this to come on streaming services, or you could just watch it on the high seas of the bootleg app. Yeah, I would suggest doing that, because this film isn't worth any money, and they should definitely have been making Venom rated R by the second one. But that's all I have for this version of Black Effect leaving the theater. We're gonna do a lot more movie reviews. This left such a bad taste in my mouth. I gotta review something good. And so with that being said, I am the Black Effect. We're gone.